Hey, what's up? It's your boy Serrano. Hope all is well. Welcome back to another video. So today we're going to be testing out a tablet from HOTWAV, and this is a tablet that I'm familiar with because I've actually reviewed the Pro and the Plus model. But right here we actually have the Ultra model right here, which is going to have some improvements. It's a 5G tablet, rugged tablet that's going to give you the ability to use in many different use case scenarios outdoors. You're also going to get that 5G network. You're going to have Android 15 on this, as well as 120 hertz refresh rate. And what's really cool is this does come with a stylus pen. So yeah, this is the actually Pro model, or the Plus model right here, with the kickstand and also the outdoor flashlight, which is really good for lighting up environments, especially when you're outdoors camping or anything of that sort. But this one's going to be offering some of those minor improvements that I think is going to be a big game changer, and I'm pretty excited to check it out. But if you're brand new to the channel, I truly appreciate you for coming through. If you're new, make sure you stay locked in to the end of the video. But if you're already a part of the crew, salute. So let's go ahead and take a look at it right here. This is the R9 Ultra. I'm going to get it out of the box. Okay, so right here you can see the HOTWAV R9 Ultra. This is going to have a 20,000 milliamp per hour battery. As you can see, it does also offer the kickstand feature. HOTWAV Tab R9 Ultra 5G. So what's really cool is this does have 5G. You can use it with your SIM card. It's also going to give you a Android 15 processing chip. Android OS, the processing chip is going to be the Unisoc 60, the S713 Octa-core Processing chip. This actually has 512 gigabytes of internal storage, expandable with an SD card, and then you also do have 8 gigabytes of RAM with the extended 16 gigabytes of RAM as well on this model. So 11 inches with a full HD 1200 x 1920 display on this guy. So let's get this thing out of the box. This is absolutely crazy. It does have some weight to it. So I definitely want to go ahead and check this out in some more detail. Make sure you guys stay locked in with me. And I'm going to go ahead and cut open the box right now. But let's go ahead and take a look. So this is the packaging. Packaging is really nice. Let's go ahead and cut it right here. And I'm going to go ahead and get the top off the box. First, let me cut open the two peel tab pieces right here. So you would need a knife to cut those. And this is just my unboxing. I definitely want to do a follow-up video, especially because this has 5G capability as well as 120 hertz refresh rate, which is exciting. Alright, so right there you have your tablet right up top. I'm going to put this off to the side. And let's take the tablet out of the box so you can see this is the color it comes in. It's all black. It has that camping light on there. I'm going to go ahead and remove the sticker that's on the back of it. And so yeah, it has a pretty good feel to it in the hand. Also has a tempered glass on the outside that it comes with, which is going to protect it from scratches. If you want to apply that, you do have that option, which is cool. So the tempered glass is already, like, you could just cut that off because it's basically sealed with 2 pieces of tape. So I just cut the bottom half right here. And you kind of want to be gentle with it because if you bend this, it's going to break. So once it's applied to the tablet, it'll be much more sturdy. But the tab right here Has a pretty nice lightweight form factor with it, with a rugged design. It's got those raised the raised lip on the front for protection. It also has the bumpers on all four sides, as well as the cameras. Let's go ahead and take off the the film on the front. Right there, so you can see I'm gonna power this on. You have your power button right here, which is textured, your volume rocker underneath it, your cameras as well, the HOTWAV logo in the middle with some texture right here, and also this really nice rugged design. You also have your screws where you can install your stand on here if you do so desire, and then there's a film over top of the camera which you could just remove. And I'll make sure I leave the cheapest links down below to this tablet, because I definitely think it's going to be a solid option for people who are looking for a rugged style tablet with many features and power to it. So this does have the stylus like I did mention, so you can see inside the box right here it has everything that you need. So you have your brackets right here, you have your strap, so it does come with the strap. It does come also with a Type-C cable for charging it. You also do have your reverse charging cable, so you can charge other devices, which I really think is cool that they included that. You have your 4 screws for the stand, or if you want to go ahead and install the strap, it already has the screws right here for the strap. And then this stylus pen, which is new, and then it also has the charging brick inside here as well. So let's go ahead and I'm going to take this out, which is the tool. The tool's stuck in there pretty nicely, but it's a flathead screw that you can use, a flathead screwdriver. And then you have your obviously this is the stand that you can remove as well if you want to go ahead and put that on there. So everything is inside the box. You also have some wet wipes for installing the tempered glass screen protector and your user manual inside of here. So everything is packaged really nicely. And then your fast charging brick, there's no adapter on this, but I have a lot of adapters in the house that I can use. So it does have the branded HOTWAV on there. This is actually going to be a fast charging brick, 5 volts output, or 9 volts as well, or 12 volts. So it does have that fast charging capability on it as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and see what else is good about this tablet. I'm going to power it up for the first time so you guys can see the display. As far as the ports on here, I want to show you that real fast. So underneath you have your right here your Type-C port right there that you can easily access, and it actually pops open with this little flap panel that allows you to protect it so you don't get sand in it when you're out on the beach or out in environments that are more dusty. It has IP68, 69 for dust, and also that rugged quality to it. I'm gonna put this off to the side for just a second. One of the cool things is that they do offer a stylus with this one. So the stylus has a little flat tip to it, so you can actually use this side, or you could use the other side, which has like a soft touch to it, and this actually is magnetic and closes, and it could also, you can kind of lock it in on the other side when you're not using that side. So yeah, let's go ahead, hit start with this one. So yeah, I kind of like that this does come with a tablet, with a stylus. So you have your network right here. Let's go ahead, skip this part. This is when you would put your SIM in. Now it's actually offering the Wi-Fi if you want to connect to that. This is pretty cool too, right? You can go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead, put a password in. And so yeah, this is the Ultra. This is going to be the most premium version. What I like about this is that it has plenty of storage, and I've been using the Plus model for editing videos, just because there's so much storage on these tablets that it's gonna allow you to store many different files at the all at once, and you don't really have to worry about running out of storage on a tablet like this. So that's one of the cool parts about it. I also like the fact that you can install the strap or the stand. So for the Plus model, I actually prefer the stand. I actually also have the Pro model, which has the strap. I kind of prefer the stand just because you get those viewing angles when you're hooking it up and messing around with it. So yeah, right here is the copy your apps. So I'm gonna hit don't copy right now. And the stylus, I really like the fact that they include that. I was already kind of using one that was very similar to this one. And these you can buy on Amazon for really cheap. This other piece does kind of stick on to this side, but I don't think it's meant to put there, but it does stay in place as well. So it does say, do you want to use this for an adult or a child? Let's just go ahead, hit adult, and it should say checking for info, and then you can, you know, skip the login for right now. This should offer Face ID, but let me just make sure. So I'm going to set up a pin real fast. Okay, so we're pretty much good to go. It's got the Google services right here, which is asking if you want to use your location or allow scanning. Obviously, you can opt out of a lot of these things right here. Send usage and diagnostic data to, you know, Google if you want. Let's just go ahead and accept. So it won't track, you know, sell your information. So this is the main screen of the tablet right here. You can see the home display has the options down here. So you have wallpaper, widgets, effects, and home settings. You have your front facing camera right here as well. Let's go ahead, hit home settings. So right here you're gonna have all your home settings included. So at the top, notification dots, show Google app, home screen gives you some options here, so you can use it with the regular or the app drawer. I just picked the app drawer, so if I swipe up, you actually do get game mode on here, as well as the camping light, which is on the back. And this has super, SOS, constant, half, and quarter. So if you turn this on, it's going to be extremely bright. It's going to light up an entire room. So that's the full. You also do get half and quarter and off. So that's a really unique feature for this tablet that I really like. You also have your messages app on board, all your Google apps on board, as well as Google Gemini and FM radio. So the FM radio, if you open it, so the FM radio plays right away. You don't need a headphone jack to operate it. So that's really impressive that they have the radio built right in. So this has a really nice fast speed to it. You also have your tool bag right here, so while using it, allow. So you have your different features right here. Your torch, which is also just the standard light on the back. So you have your regular light on the back, and that's kind of cool too. Alarm, mirror, plumb bob, a gradiator, magnifier, protractor, pit hang sound meter, which can measure sound waves. Right now it's saying it's in a quiet environment. While I'm talking, you could see that it goes up, noisy workplace. And yeah, so that's gonna measure and track sound waves to basically tell you how loud the environment is. You also have child mode right here, so you can give this to a kid and they can use it. And YouTube and all your Google apps primarily are on here, as well as Google Meet, so you can do FaceTime, phone calls with this. Let's go ahead and open the camera. So this does have a camera built in. So right here, your camera. And so you have the 64 megapixel camera, which is on here. and that looks pretty sharp. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a photo. So the photo is of the figures in front of me, and I could zoom into those and get really good detail with the camera on here, which is pretty convenient. Let me see if I'm gonna raise the screen brightness right here. So you get your toggles. You also get call recording, screencast, underwater camera, hotspot, dark theme, flashlight, do not disturb, as well as location, airplane mode, night light on here to protect your eyes too. And then so the photo quality is actually 64 megapixels, and I'll show you that when I swipe up. You have your 63.7 megapixel image with the HOTWAV Tab R9 Ultra 5G ISO 59 3.75 millimeter on this. So this is a really good decent camera. If I flip the camera, I'm just gonna go to capture real fast and flip it to my face. We also do get a front facing camera on here, so I'll just take a picture real fast. So with this tablet, it's gonna give you the ability to take pictures. Obviously this picture, let me see if I could get a better one. We also do have portrait, which gives you bokeh effect. So 1.4. That means it's gonna blur out the background. So the cap did fall off the pen. That's one thing, is that you can't screw it on. I kind of wish I could screw this on the back of it, and it doesn't have a magnet on there. So when I'm not using it, I could just pop it right on the other end, and it's magnetically attached. So this is a good feature. The front facing camera is going to be 8 megapixels, so I just want to mention that. And as far as the quality on that picture, let me see. It's going to be the f.14 is what I chose for the bokeh, 3264 times 2448, so pretty decent quality with this one for an 8 megapixel camera. And then the 64 megapixel camera on the back, which will be good for capturing details outdoors when you're outside. And then if you go into video mode, I just want to see if there's any 4K quality on this, maybe for capturing detail while you're recording. So right here I'm seeing that we have 1080 60 frames per second. We also have Ultra HD 4K 30 frames per second, so you can get 4K quality with this. It does have video stabilization on this as well, so this is going to be a pretty decent camera for this tablet that they actually made. So as far as the rest of the settings, it's all stock Android, and so this is going to be awesome, especially with that large battery that they have going on. Inside of your notifications, you have some options here, so you can definitely customize your notifications when you're texting. This does also have a couple of cool features right here, like dynamic island. This is a notification thing for the dynamic island contacts. Google Intelligent Android Auto is actually going to be present on this device, so you can use this for Android Auto, which is awesome. You have a QR scanner. You also have your all your Google apps. So this is fully loaded, ready to go out of the box. And then if I go into settings right here, you can see I have all of my settings on the side, and everything is displayed really nicely. So we have the Wi-Fi, we have the Bluetooth, we have the SIMs, so you can do data with text messaging as well as your mobile network. When you pop in a SIM card, that will appear as well. Hotspot is going to be on here with Ethernet tethering, USB tethering, and Bluetooth tethering. You also do have VPN display options right here. I just want to show you that we do have the 120 hertz, 90 hertz, or 60 hertz. And you also do have the nav bar, so you can keep it, so you can use the virtual keys, or you can use the gesture sensitivity right here. It's customizable. So this is awesome. And then let's go down into our sound, where we have the ability to customize the vibration, haptics. right there. And then if you want to turn off the sounds for touching, you can do that. You also have your separate app right here, freeform window, so you can actually toggle that on. You'll have to reboot it, so let's go out of that. But you can basically get pop-up window with that's what that means. It makes the small little shrunk windows for multitasking. Privacy is on here, so you can actually customize the camera access or the microphone access. Inside of privacy, you have your security on here, so you definitely have face unlock right here. Let's go ahead and set up a face recognition on here, and the pen actually works really well with the screen. So let's go ahead and capture my face. I actually had half my face in the display and it still took it. So if you want to get a better image of your face, you could redo it. I'm gonna redo mine just so I'll delete. Right here it says live mode, so you basically have to have your eyes open. Let's delete this and add a new one. Alright, so it says all set. My face is actually in there. So yeah, you could definitely expand the RAM right here. Right here you can see it does have RAM expansion, 16 gigabytes. But if you want to customize that, you basically can turn it off and you can keep that 16 gigabytes of virtual RAM, but you don't have the ability to change it. So it basically uses that out of the box. But the storage, it only uses 3% of the storage, which is really cool to see. So I'm only using 13 out of the 512 right now. We also do have our wallpapers to choose from, so I could change those. The on-device wallpapers are right here, so it gives us a few cool wallpapers. Let's set this up as my home screen, and I can just change which one I want. This is a very nice tablet. You could also change the clock. So if you want to change the font of the clock, you have that option. And you can make it brighter. That's really cool. It also has now playing, privacy, add lock screen message. So whatever's playing on your lock screen will show up. Wallpaper and style, I just showed you that. Show notifications on the lock screen, so those can show up. Wallpaper and UI, location, offer on, special features. Okay, so this is call recording, RAM expansion. You also do have your 3-point screenshot where you can slide down with 3 fingers to take a screenshot. One-handed mode as well, which is cool. You have record phone calls, auto record phone calls, and you can choose how you want to save that. So it has all the different sample rates for saving the output of the call and the quality of it, battery percentage, passwords, system. So if I go to system and I go right here, you can see all the system options right here. Let's go to gestures. Double click to open the camera. 3.3, you know what I'm saying, the navigation mode with the 3 buttons. You also have the actual option to long press this to just tap it and get your Google Assistant button with the home key. Then you have your specs right here. So this is rocking Android 15. You can see all the specs right here. So this is fully loaded and ready to go right out of the box. But yeah, I just wanted to do this quick video so you can see what this looks like out of the box. It's actually a beast. And then the facial ID is very fast. So once you turn it to your face, it unlocks automatically. So that's actually really cool. And then you have your tool here, so you can basically take this out. You can start working on the screws right here on the back, which do come undone. These ones right here, these ones are just for design purposes, but these screws are very easy to take out. So that's one. Here comes the second one I'm going to take out. The third one at the top. So you can see that it's very easy to, put the strap off and on here. So that's the fourth one. And let's get this guy off. So I have all the screws off right there. I have the strap right here. Adding the strap is easy. You just need the bracket right here, and you put this down just like that, and you can wrap the strap around it. So you position the strap however you want to hold it. I would hold it basically like this. So now you fasten the strap around these guys right here and essentially lock it into place just like that. And then I could do the same thing, or if you want to just use the the bracket, which is going to give you different viewing angles, you have the screws separately put inside of the package right here, so you can actually operate that as well. So let's just make it quick and install this. And obviously you need the longer screws for the stand, but I'm just going to install this because I think it'll be nice to hold on to outdoors with this one. And these screws basically go into place really easily. There's not a lot of effort. Anyone can basically install these. And they're very easy to get off and on there. So that one's done. Now I'm going to go ahead and apply the second set of screws on the other side. What I like about this tablet is it does have that 120 Hz refresh rate, the 5G networks. It also has dust and water resistance. I kind of want to test out the speakers on this in just a second, and also the viewing quality, and then we'll wrap up the video. The cameras are really impressive with the 64 megapixel on a tablet. You don't really see that too often. I really like the fact that they included a tempered glass as well out inside of the box, as well as the stylus to control it and operate it. And the FM radio is also something that I'm really impressed with too with this one. So let me see, I should undo this one real fast just so I can make it even. Okay, there we go. And you can see how quickly I'm able to actually install these screws back in. And basically now I have it's very easy to use with your hands now, because it's gonna reduce a lot of the weight on here. I'm gonna put this back inside here, and here we go. Now we have a strap we can actually hold on to when we're using the tablet, and it's gonna be adjustable too. So if you want to adjust this strap, you have that option too. So yeah, you have something to hold on to make it a lot easier for when you're looking at the tablet. Let's do facial recognition. That worked really fast. Let's go into YouTube. Let's watch a quick video. So I'm pretty sure, let me go into display. The tablet is flying through. If I go into display, I want to show you right now that we can actually control the color and contrast. So we have increased contrast, standard, and automatic. I kind of like the increased contrast. So if it looks really white now on the display, let's test out an 8K video. This is going to be an awesome tablet for anyone in the house, a kid who's visiting, like your nephew, your cousin, anything like that. Let's listen to the speakers real fast. So that has this ad right here. The battery on here is going to be excellent. Let's listen to the speakers. Wow. Speakers sound very clear. Let's go. It has HDR, so you actually have HDR up to 2160 on this display. Very beautiful picture quality on here, and very loud. So you're going to be able to watch all your movies on this without any issue. Netflix, Hulu, HBO Max, Apple, whatever you're using. And you also do get that HDR quality on here. So very nice, really nice to see. Very smooth when it comes to watching it at higher quality. It looks like it's able to handle everything pretty well, and it also does appear to be very fluent as I'm scrolling through the OS on this device. So let's go, and I just want to test out the speakers as far as music, see how clear those sound. Wow. Yeah, so this is it for the R9, Ultra right now. I definitely think this is a very nice tablet that I'm looking forward to using in the future for a whole bunch of stuff. The way I put this on, I should have put it on reverse so I could actually adjust it easier, but with the strap, but it's locked into place. It's not going anywhere, especially when it comes undone. It's still locked into place on the back of there, and then you could just pop it right closed. But yeah, this is awesome. I should have made this a little bit tighter. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about the R9 Ultra from HOTWAV. 5G capability, 4K recording, really loud speakers, beautiful panel, stylus on that comes in the box with all these accessories to play around with, and fast charging brick. Tempered glass screen protector right inside the box right here that you can apply at any point in time. You have your strap, you have your stand. What else could you ask for at this price? I definitely think HOTWAV did it again with this one. This is an absolute beast, and I'm looking forward to doing some videos, editing on here, and using this as basically a tool for productivity. Let me know what you guys think about this tablet. If you're still here, just type down in the comment section. I'm still here, so I know you're still kicking it with me. And I just want to remind you to hit the like button so we can get this video out to more people. And I'll hit you back later, crew. Namaste.